Kusile ngwane lomuhla sikuvusele sikumukele namhla ehleleni Kusile Breakfast Show sevele ibumbene insimbi esithupha lokusho kona kucala kohlelo lefulo lomhla ekseni. It's your favorite show lomhla ekseni nivuswa ngithi. My name is Lungelele Makakola nginemlingani Sifiso Nxumalo. Mnguni, how are you this morning?
It's the 1st of November. Do you know what? It's a brand new month.
Yeah.
I feel brand new myself. I took a shower and I just reflected on, what a beautiful year it has been in terms of, just God blessing us, the gift of life, very, very minimal illnesses. That's, it's just me, So I took a moment to thank God, did a short prayer while I was taking a shower. And I was just reflecting on how great His grace and mercy is upon us. But lokulu kakhulu ngicabanga ukuthi sangena kuyo lenyanga solo sikuwe emagonso ngonyama yaphefumula yaphefumulela umhlaba yathi asuke emagonso lathi ngwe. There was a real command not only to the 12th cabinet but to all of us really. Ngoba sonke sinenzima lesidlalako la ubambe khona kufuna ubambe gcina sithemba ukuthi emaswati ayakwethabela lokulesiwa niketa wona nalomhla ekseni.
Usasho nje mnguni ukuthi sesikunyanga yelwet. I think I was reflecting yesterday ukuthi iminyaka sophelile, only a month away from December and only 2 months away from the new year 2025. Kunenkulunkulu asendele kuona usiphephisile sathe sabona kuphetha kweminyaka losetulu kunengilokwendileke eveni kunengilokwendekile nje so simbonga kakhulu umdala ukuthi usiphephisile sathe sabona langa la namuhla and we're grateful nje ukuthi sila nathi lomhla ekseni. We are on the month of November. Inyanga lenkulu kade ke lena inyanga yekwanzisa lwati on fraud. Bucala ke lobu buvamile kakhulu, especially now that we're approaching the festive season. Batali kakhulu kade ngibone kumele bacaphele kakhulu ngoba labanye bayathanda ukubhadala ama school fees ngaDecember. Kwanza ukuthi uma usokhanzela yini nathi make ngicela ukukusita, ngicela ukubhadalela school fees sakho, ngicela ukufakela ikhadi lakho emshinini, ngicela ukukusita. Sibe sinabo nje amaphoyisa nalabo labasuka Eswatini Bankers Association. Lesichazela ukuthi sithi phephisa kanjani kulobu bucala lobu. Sibonene nje amaphoyisa kuleli viki ukuthi abophe about 32 people abeba involved kuma e-wallet scams phecelezi labetwa ngokuthi ifacata. Bafacata sibonile bomake, sibonile bamfula basha, so abasichazela nje baba bejele ukuthi ngabe bafike kanjani kule breakthrough lena kubathatha isikhathi esinganani ukuthi babathole bonke labamfulaba.
Lulu, when we talk about some of these scams, it becomes really, really hard to even fathom how people have lost so much money. I'm just looking at, these numbers here. An estimate of 4.4 million over the past year has been lost, on this scam. And I suppose it's more than that now because it seems like something that is not huge. Now, say, mobile money, but the rate at which these people have mastered this thing, and the many people they are scamming at once is quite concerning. I've received a call myself, and you were there,
sad,
and
really.
I never would have thought someone would call me by my middle name, which no one except someone that knows me would use calling me, and they did that. I don't know whether they did their research.
Yeah. It's quite sad because I was having a conversation there's this one lady labamebele 410,000 amalangeni so penshelo, so you can imagine ukuthi lo mdala loyo usethi inhlungu letingaki, and ushido lokuthi vele everywhere labahamba khona emaswati ayababonga abathi siyabonga amaphoyisa embube naze nasebenta nabathola lapha labagangako.
I think inzabe amaphoyisa embubena sive kufuna vele siwabonge impela because we are seeing lo ukuthi babamba labagila lemikhuba, and hopefully basababamba. A conversation that perhaps we haven't heard yet is that are these monies being able to be recovered and taken back to those people that were scammed. I think that will bring a glimmer of hope to the many people that have lost these monies, and I suppose that will be one of the most significant steps as they make these arrests. But it has been a great year. I think we want to applaud Emaphoyisa kulolu hlangothi. We also want to applaud them in reducing the drink and driving rate. We have seen that decrease.
Absolutely.
We had a report that the recent statistics are showing a decrease, and that is credit to some of the programs that they have introduced in making sure that these numbers are curbed. But quite a lot of other developments that we've seen in the country. we have been seeing what government has been doing in trying to, meet the needs of its people, Eswatini. Some, shortcomings there and there, but some successes as well that we do want to upload. But we do not want to sleep on the job. One may say we are praising a fish for swimming, but that is not the case. We are just motivating umsebenzi lomuhle and hoping for more of that. Umnyaka usaqhubeka. Only 2 months left kulo mnyaka lesikuwo lokusho kona ukuthi kuningi lesesengakushintsha kulo 2 months lona, and we do hope ukuthi vele ngamambala kuningi lokutawushintsha.
Yeah, sisangena nje enyangeni lentsha sifisa ukukumla ukuthi inyanga lesuka kuyo inyanga yembala. It was breast cancer awareness month nakhona besolo nje sanzisa lwati ngato tifo tamdlavuza ikakhulukazi isifo samdlavuza yomabele balitiko letempilo nje bebasolo baxwayisa sive bafundisa sive inyanga yonke bangena baphuma emimangweni bafundisa sive ngetimphawu nebumcwaka bekuthi batihlolo noma ke bayendelo ye-examination home examination yemabele abo kodwa batoti phephisa esifeni samdlavuza wemabele bake bafika lana bayivedenza bekuthi vele bese kuba ngumfalo lomkhulu kakhulu uhulumende uma ngabe sotawufika esibhedlela so ku stage 4 cancer kanti ke uma ngabe utawuhloti hlola nje uvele emtholampilo usese ku stage 1 bayakhona ukusida kamelula basisuse leso sigadla so nje siyacela masatla mase ukuthi kungabe October kuphela kepha ke uyende leyo test home examination utihlole ukuthi ngabe sikhona yini isigadla mangabe kukhona lokuvako uvela uphuthume emtholampilo so sicubeka nje nako kwanzisa lwade ngalodinza abatamdlavuza.
Yeah, the National Disaster Management Agency doing great work in responding to, the effects of the recent spate of hailstorms that we've, been seeing over the past couple of weeks, and God forbid we are going to see them even in these last 2 months of the coming year, because we are in the heart of summer really, really soon, and a lot of rains are expected to come through, or rather to fall. But the biggest thing is that the preparedness has to be at par. The collaborative efforts with all the agencies that the NDMA works with, that is the government bodies, some of the international organizations like Red Cross that have been quite key in responding to some of the communities that have been most affected, is another conversation that we've been, monitoring closely, because lives are being affected by these hailstorms. We do hope that, the early warning systems are going to be strengthened, and that Eswatini do not suffer, the effects of these storms, and that we may weather these challenging times of these weather periods. It's something that, has been concerning for quite some time, mainly because we're still suffering, or we carry trauma in our pockets from what we saw last year, particularly in Ngulwini area. People there were really, really affected. So we do want to applaud once again, the National Disaster Management Agency, as well as the Meteorology Department, in making sure that they do update us on what the weather patterns are showing in the coming days, as well as they focused the weather. But I think, Lulu, the overall sentiment is that it has been a year where we want to acknowledge the power of blessing upon this nation. And there was, again, the sentiment at the year-end prayer.
Yes, sisaqala inyanga futhi sifisa miningi imisebenzi letabe yendeka nje kodwa kube kusukela manje kodwa kube ngoDisemba lamhlanje inhlangano yeNation tabe sokumisa ngala kusemthethweni World AIDS Day sizakumela ukuthi before the main day, which is the 1st of December, baye babambe ema-racial commemoration. So stava namhla ukuthi ngabe kutawendekani. We're hoping ukuthi acting prime minister will attend the event kutabe umsebenzi otosokunyisela khona lapha ezulwini. We're hoping ukuthi sibe nabo next week Monday ukuthi ngabe live leSwatini selisebenza kanganani etinzabeni te-HIV and AIDS. Kumele ukuthi selo uhulumende uyavedenza ukuthi one of the leading countries labahamba imbili etinzabeni te-HIV nje basifike ku 95. So langa lelikhulu lomhlaleli for eSwatini.
Match day 10 of 38, the English Premier League enters this weekend, and we have been talking about some of the great things that have been happening this year. One of those great things is Manchester United keep losing games. We do love to see that happening. Chelsea has been winning some games. games. Wow, what a beautiful sight in seeing that. Liverpool and Arsenal have been doing great. Beautiful football we are seeing in the English Premier League, but I think the whole world agrees in seeing Manchester United lose games and being proven that they are not a team worthy of conversation anymore is another great sight. But even closer to home, Sihlangu Semnigati doing wonders, winning important game now, having acquired Zdravko Lukarisic, our new head coach, who has come in with a lot of optimism for what lies ahead for our national team. We do hope that they continue to win games because Minister of Sports, Mr. Honorable Bongani Nzima, highlighted that we're losing a lot of money from playing games away. Over 10 million so far this year that we have lost from hosting home games away from home. We do hope that that is something that is going to be, fixed very, very soon, and we may have our own state-of-the-art stadiums where we can host home games at home. That also helps even our local fans in enjoying these football matches. But wow, 10 million Malangeni has been lost, Lulu, just this year alone from playing home games away. Really, really sad.
Yeah, sithemba konke lokho kutawushintsha lokusakuna coach lo musha. It's 11 minutes after 6. Tabahlete market suspended nzaba desiswati.
Will artificial intelligence take your job? The revolutionary technology can increase productivity, boost economic growth, and lift incomes. But it may also threaten employment and widen inequality. The likely effects of AI on the global economy, as well as our lives and livelihoods, are cause for both excitement and concern. Let's start with how it's reshaping work. IMF research shows that almost 40% of jobs worldwide could be affected by AI. In advanced economies, the share rises to 60%, posing both opportunities and risks. In some scenarios, jobs may evolve, even vanish, as AI takes on tasks traditionally performed by humans. For example, AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants can already handle many customer service inquiries. The bright side is that AI can also complement worker skills, enhancing productivity and opening up new opportunities. AI-powered algorithms can analyze medical images with precision, assisting doctors in making quicker, more accurate diagnoses. New jobs and even new industries may also arise. In most emerging markets and low-income countries, there is a smaller share of high-skilled jobs than in advanced economies. So they will likely be less affected and will face fewer immediate disruptions from AI. At the same time, many of these countries don't have the infrastructure or skilled workforces needed to harness the benefits of AI. This could worsen inequality among nations. AI could also affect income and wealth inequality within countries. Workers who can harness AI may see pay gains or greater productivity, while those who can't may fall behind. Younger workers may find it easier to exploit opportunities, while older workers could struggle to adapt. In most scenarios, AI will likely worsen overall inequality, a troubling trend that policymakers must prevent. The key question then is, how can we ensure that these rapid gains in AI benefit everyone? To help countries craft the right policies, the IMF has developed an AI Preparedness Index that measures readiness in areas like digital infrastructure, human capital and labor market policies, innovation, and regulation. It shows that wealthier economies like Singapore, the US, and Denmark tend to be better equipped for AI adoption than low-income countries. Advanced economies should expand social safety nets, invest in training workers, and prioritize AI innovation and integration. They also need to strengthen regulation to protect people from excessive risks and abuses, and build trust in these technologies. Emerging markets and developing economies should lay a strong foundation by investing in digital infrastructure and digital training for workers. Together, we can navigate this revolution with foresight and humanity, ensuring a prosperous, inclusive future for generations to come.
Asimze sinimukele nati tindzaba liphinla ndvunankhulu imphungathuli idladla linikete litiko letinkhundla umsebenzi wekonabisa tikolo temakhono kuto tonkhe tinkhundla telive. Liphinla ndvunankhulu belikhuluma ngesikhatsi kuphothulwa emaswati bekafundzela emakhono enkhundleni yasemahlangatsha lapho bekamelele khona indvuna yetinkhundla umhlonishwa Sikhumbuzo Dlamini.
Litiko letinkhundla nekutfutfukiswa kwato lichuba hlelo lekuniketa bomake nesive etinkundleni emakhono ekutiphilisa kusuka ekati yetiko lelichutshwa etindzaweni letisihlanu lapha eveni lelatiwa ngele-Women in Development Training Centers. Liphinla ndvunankhulu imbongathuli Dladla likhuluma ngesikhatsi kuphotfulwa labafundzisi labangama-73 enkundleni yasemahlangatsha lapho bekamelelwe khona indvuna yetiko letinkhundla umhlonishwa Sikhumbuzo Dlamini uvete bomcoka bekwesekela letinhlelo ngemali.
Uthi umhlonishwa asekwende konke okusemandleni silitiko letinkhundla lokuthi sisukume sikhona ukuchaza kuhulumende ukuthi uhulumende akukhanze kufanele ukuthi aqhubeke awusekele umsebenzi lo tonke letindzawo uphindze futhi wanze uyena ngetinye tindzawo eVendakangwane ngetulu kanama-centers esibaluleke kona lamhla uthi tekele kunene asivele selitiko sibuke ukuthi imali ngaphandle kwahulumende kuphela singatitfola njani nakulabanye labangalibambisa live ukuthi lo msebenzi lona sowushintshe ube ngumsebenzi emaswati vele angaphila ngawo. Uthi tekwe kunene asiphinde sibuke lokuthi sesibakhidzidile abantwana noma labafundzi lokuthi bafundzele lamakhono ngoba vele bete lapha beswele. Ngiyiphi lenye indlela lesingayita selitiko ukuthi sibabambise ukuthi bakhone ukuthola imali batokhona ke ukusebenzela vele live lishintshe umnotho ushintshe eVendakangwane.
Lilunga lephalamende lenkundla yasemahlangatsha umhlonishwa Mgucisi Dlamini uthi emakhono esayindlela yekuphila.
Ifuture seyisemakhonweni. Nawuphila umuntu sekufuna noma kanjani ube nalo ikhono lakho lonalo liphela. Lelitakwenza ukuthi ukhone kubeka nesinkwa etafeni nempilo nje ibe ngilechubekako ekhaya lakhe.
Khethiwe Mamba ubongele bafundzi bebaphotfulwa.
Sibonga nje lokuthi siphiwe lethuba lekuthi sibe namakhono lelikhono lelikhulu kakhulu lisite namuhla nakusasa lendlule lesite nebantwana bethu lesibadele. Siyabonga kakhulu bonke laba abasaphila ngehlelo.
Labafundzi baceceshwe tinyanga letimfica kanti sebaphethe emakhono lafaka ekhatsi kupheka kutfunga nekuhlobisa tindzawo temicimbi. Etindzabeni Eswatini TV kubika Samkelisiwe Khoza naSimuva Shongwe eMahlangatsha.
Imvuna yelitiko letangephandle imphunga pholile Shakhantu ithi uhulumende uhlele kuvusa athuthukise luhlelo lokugcina kulomnyaka timali wahulumende lotako kwengetwe nemakhono lasatsingeka kuletikhatsi lafaka ekhatsi tebuchwephesha netabongcondvomshina. Imvuna bekhuluma ePhalamende ngesikhatsi iphendvula umbuto wendlu yabayesikhulu.
Ichubekile nemsebenzi wendlu elisuku indlu yabayesikhulu ngalesithafu lapho khona ilunga lephalamende lenkundla yakalomahasha umhlonishwa Zanele Mashaba abhekise khona umbuto endvuneni yelitiko letangaphandle nekudlalana namanye emave imphunga pholile Shakhantu ngekuvuswa kwendzawo yakagcina lebayiniketa abamfu labasha bakuleli emakhono.
Kune committee levele likhetfwe i-cabinet lengiyingcenye yalo honorable speaker kubuka ku-revive angeke sithi gcina infantry njengoba abhalile umhlonishwa but a concept lecishe ifana naye gcina kulama programs lesiwabukako kubuka ukuthi namuhla sekukhulunywa bo artificial intelligence namuhla sekusebenta i-technology lebingekho itolo so kunabo cyber security nema soft skills honorable speaker lesibuka ukuthi angabasita abantwana bemaswati ukuthi nabangena kule program lese ngathi kwanyalo we're still at concept stage sebenzisana nalotiko laka youth nelaka defense nalamanye ama stakeholders honorable speaker ukuthi kunema skills as well lesi nyalo sisale angedwa kulama programs.
Emalunga besaba nemankonyana kulendzaba.
Nangabe sokutholile lokucecesheka noma ube nenhlanhla wangena lapha kagcina uyaba insemathubeni ukuthi kusasa ungaguquka ube lisoja. Ngiyabonga Mr Speaker.
Kwa indlela ukuthi le youth imane ikhona kuthola lama skills. Cela manje asho nje ukuthi ubuka ukuthi ngendeka esikhanyeni lesingaka ngoba ngaphela no 5 years so lokuthiwa solo siyayisebenza.
Indvuna iphinze yabuya yaniketa Donald imphendvulo endlini lehloniphekile.
Naso uphume soqeqeshiwe ke kuleyo program utawubese soyakhona ukuthi ungangena kuma forces. Ngiyawemukela Honorable Speaker as ema contributions. I time frame Honorable Speaker sifiso sethu ukuthi kulo mnyaka wetimali lomusha lotawuqala kulo mnyaka lotako ingabe sesikhona ukuthi singayiqala.
Indvuna ibikile nasendlini ukuthi inhloso elitiko kuthuthukisa loluhlelo lakagcina kusitakale bamfu labasha kuvaleke isikhebe silesikhona eveni sekoselakala kwemathuba emsebenzi kubo bamfu labasha. Edindzabeni Eswatini TV kubika Samkelisiwe Khoza nginaThemba Shabangu nabongani Masuku eParliament.
Umbuso uyachubeka nekuphikisa sicelo sekutokela ngephandle Ricardo de Souza losolwa ngekushisela endlini yaphinza bulale loyo ebeka ngumlingisi emsakatweni womoya welakuleli Den Duma lobekatiwa ngelaziphampanana. De Souza ufake isicelo sesibili sekutokela ngephandle enkantolo lenkulu. Isicelo sakhe sekucala wasifaka ngeminyaka wa 2021 kulandzela kuboshwa kwakhe ngeminyaka wa 2020.
Ricardo de Souza ubhekene namacala amabili ekubulala linye lokushisa nalinye lokushaya. Usolwa ngekubulala Den Duma lobekatiwa ngelaziphampanana emidlalweni yemoya emsakatweni wemoya kuleli. Lelesibili lekubulala soyelwa lona lekubulala Thembisile Lukhele lebekaze azingane zakhe lebekaze sekehlukana naso siphampanana nalukhele bebathi Tanzania kuthiwa wabashisela endlini umsolwa nathi 26 enyangeni yenyoni eminyakeni wa 2020. Lelekushisa ngileyo lokushisa lendlu bebekade bakiyo bese leli lekushaya usolwa ngekuthi walenda nathi 7 enyangeni yenyoni eminyakeni wa 2020 lapha ashaya khona Lukhele. Esicelweni sekutokela ngephandle De Souza ukhala ngekuthi sekuthethe isikhathi lesithe kakhulu ukuthi icala lakhe licale kutekwa ukuthi mabhalane nenkantolo lenkulu behlulekile ukuthi lelicala lakhe linikedwe lelinye ijaji njengekusho kwelijaji lenkantolo lenkulu ticheme edlamini. Uthi uyakholelwa ukuthi kuphuta kwentiwa kwemthetho kufana nekumncabela wona umthetho. Usakasuye lophilile kahle emtimbeni njengalokuphila negula lokubili lokungalapheki. Uthi kuthi imithi yekugula kwakhe lokubili kulandzela kusolakala kwemithi kuleli. Uthi naselitekwa lelicala ngeke azalivume. Uthi ngalelanga lasola kwentangalo lokucala wavuka seyibumbeni isimbi yesiphohlongo ekseni waye emsebentini. Uthi uyenza ngasesitwashini wangena esitolo wathenga energy drink. Ungeta ngekuthi wathi nakaphuma esitolo wahlaselwa ngemajaha lasihlanu. Uthi bebamsola ngalokubulawa kwasiphampanana kanye nalezingane sakhe lasolwa ngekubashisela endlini balele. Uthi kude la kusho kodwa munye lamadvoza longibhathista Dlamini wakhipha umkhwa wamgwazo esweni langasekudla waphinzwa wamgwaza emahlandla lasithupha emhlane kanye nasedvolweni. Uthi bamshiya lele phansi wavuka sekavuka esibhedlela eMbabane. Uthi amaphoyisa afika amthatha amikisa station semaphoyisa eMbabane lapha afika ambhalisa khona statement. Uthi wagcina vele enkantolo ngenyanga yembala eminyakeni wa 2020. Uthi uyaliphika lelicala ngoba ngesikhathi lokwenteka ngabo lokucala bekaza tilalele ekhaya kakhe yena nendvosakade yakhe. Uthi walala bese ishayile insimbi yemfica ebusuku. Umsolwa umele ngommeli wakhe Vamsile Ntshangase kaNombuso umele ngombutho wombingo lovele ovisini lebashushisi kuleli. Mbingo ukubheka ukuthi nathi isihlanu kulenyanga letako anikete izathu ukuthi kungani umbuso uphikisa isicelo sekutokela ngephandle semsolwa. Edindzabeni kubika Fortune Dlangamandla isenkantolo lenkulu.
Kutemidlalo livele lahlekelwa imali lengetulo kwetigitsi letilishumi emalangeni ngekungakhoni ukuthi likhethelwe lesive sihlango semnikati sidlale imidlalo yasekhaya. Lokuvakala ngendvuna yetemidlalo umhlonishwa wabonganzima libekachaza ukuthi livele lahlekelwa ngimalini ngekudlala kwesihlango imidlalo yasekhaya ngaphandle kwelive. Lokulandzela umbuto lobutwe yindlu yabayesikhulu ngalesithathu.
Nasibala sikhanzekwe ukuthi nemidlalo umunye sawubalela i-national team sihlanga nangabe siyowudlala nje siyaye sispende imali lenganga 933,000 ngemidlalo umunye lokudlala ngaphandle lokho ingabe kubangwa yini kubangwa ukuthi sibhadala stadium lokukhona ke kule response kwekuthi singimalini siphinze sibhadale security labantu asiprovide yona ngoba isuke seyiya ngaphandle nayo siyifakile lapha sibhadale accommodation sibhadale transport sibhadale training facility yale away team bese siphinze sibhadala ne temporal office yale home team ukuthi ngoba sesiphumile singale kufuna sibe nelohhovisi lethu njenga labate udlalisa la sitawukhona kwentela khona tonke tinto lesibhekene nato kule mali ke lena sikhanzekwe ukuthi kule minyaka njengalo umhlonishwa bekabutile sithena sihlanganisa yahlanganisa 10,263,000 sukela wavalwa somhlolo kudlalisa event
Indleba yesikhulu ayikawemukeli umbiko lowethulo indvuna yetemidlalo eParliament emayelana nekulungiswa kwenkundla yesive kaSomhlolo.
Ngikhona ngiyaphenduleka mhlonishwa speaker lothi sidliwelana onke lamalanga sinezidliwelane ema-games onke speaker. Naku imphendulo sokubuye nayo minister ukuthi unayo imali ufuna sibosheshe siphume singadudulelwa ngento ke indvuna ayikajabuli nje nothi siwinile lembili. Nesizathu sokuthi nyalo still kusafuna siyodlala more lengibuyela kunali lemhlonishwa ke lapha ukuthi the more sidlala the more kuphuma imali kakhulu la kule live lakithi la kaNgwane lengicabanga ukuthi indvuna lana ngiyakuvya balabala vele lokubalile kakhulu kuleti inkinga vele lentona labathi hamba phela uyosho ukuthi singadilungisa kanjani ubuya naleti inkinga vele wena ushiya into yinyeke na ubala lenkinga ndvuna washiya ukuthi siluza ne advantage ekudlala ekhaya kudlala ekhaya kwenda lokuthi nalabadlali ba motivateke ngokuthi sekunala maswati incumbi ayababukela
ingabe vele njengoba seyibonile ukuthi kuba leground lelifana naSomhlolo lilinye abakuqabangeni balidiko ukuthi bangalengeta kube nalelinye kube sikhuluma nje ukuthi nangabe bese lingekho esimeni lesikahle live belingakhona kuyawusebenzisa lelinye leground instead ukuthi lihambe liye ngaphandle lilahle leti mali leselitibali lendvuna
liphakelo lesinalo alisiniki kahle ukuthi sifike lapho nakhona kufanele sithi ngci kube leliphakelo lesilukhona bahlonishwa ngangithi ngaDisemba ndawukhanza konke kulungile Somhlolo aqale ukudlala ngaJanuary kube leliphakelo likhona manje liphakelo lethu lithi 35 million sidinga 63 million
Ngaleto temidlalo sidibeka lapho tinzaba futhi ekucala lo mhla ehlelweni sabahloli temakethe sibe sichubeke nehlelo
Be sure to catch Business Watch every Wednesday between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. where we feature the latest updates on business news, market trends, and exclusive interviews with industry leaders, as well as insights on emerging small and medium enterprises in the commercial sector. Business Watch, your business leader.
As the saying goes, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Great news for the learners. Eswatini TV brings back the home learning with a wide range of subjects for the grade 7s, Form 3s and Form 5s from the safety of their home.
Change in speed and there's no change in wavelength, meaning that the wavelength of the incident wavefronts.
Watch Home Learning every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. only on Eswatini TV. Sibuko seMaswati.
Asimenzele sinimukele siyakuvusela nawo losanza kusivulela besivetele ukuthi sistabe sikhulumisana nalabasuka emaphoyiseni kanye nalabasuka Eswatini Bankers Association njengoba kumla sicele inyanga yelwedi inyanga lena yekwanzisa lwadi ngefraud ifraud awareness week tinengete emabiko losebayitholile amaphoyisa ukuthi lobucala lobuso lobuyanza lapha event kepha kusivetela sithombe nginaye lapha babe Nicholas Jele losuka khona ehlangothini loka fraud emaphoyiseni kanye ne representative yase Eswatini Bankers Association nomfundo mkhatsho usivetela nje ukuthi ingabe sebasebenze kanganani kuzama ukuthola laba labagila lemikhiba lena sinivusele babejele nawe nomfundo samothini benazi lomhlahlelweni. I think tindzaba letimnanzi solo siya celebrate nje singamaswati liviki lonke kulandzela ukuthi kube ne breakthrough kulama scams lawo lese wabita ngokuthi ngufacada ingabe nje nifike kanjani lapho babejele ngiyakholelwa ukuthi vele sesithi lesikhathi solo nibafuna lapha nifike kanjani nje kuze kube nale breakthrough.
Sibonga kakhulu kubonene sibonge nakiso sive seMaswati singasho ukuthi vele nakithi kuyinhlokoto lenkulu kubika isiveni ukuthi sesiyikhonile kuthola ibreakthrough kulabacala abofacada labe luhlupho kakhulu eveni mhlawumbe isikhathi lesithe asisho ukuthi sithathe lelithuba kubonga ku National Commissioner yamaphoyisa longagcini njengeke usisupporta wekunene kodwa uplacer ema resources at our disposal kuze ukuthi sikhone kuwenda lo msebenzi effectively sive seMaswati sibe ngileso lesiphephile usibambisile ke sakhona kwakha a task team lesiyendile lehlanganise ama skills lehlukene baphenyi sabaniketa lo msebenzi kwavele kwangenwa on the ground kwasetshenzwa njengoba sasishito elihlelweni lesegcina ngalo lapha emsakadweni kwekuthi awu vele sizumile kamanzini sabona si inkinga lenkulu ichamuka khona vele kube liqiniso sasho futhi ukuthi the net is closing nasibutwa lokuthi ingabe vele kwentekani sendani singemaphoyisa liqiniso ke lithi bekunene vele sekwenteke njengoba sasho sesikhonile kubathola labakhona nje nyalo losikhuluma etandleni temthetho sebang 32 labakhona etandleni temthetho losikhuluma nani namanje nekwekuthi ke futhi sitama tonke taba sisasi kusho vele kube sebaleni bekunene kwekuthi labantu abahlupheka kangaka esiveni seMaswati ukuthi bangatholi nje ibail kalula sitama tonke taba ngetindlela etsemthethweni kwekuthi badinayo ibail kuze kusibatekiswe leto tindzaba leto kubonakala kusube kunene kwente kanjani asisho ukuthi ingalo yemthetho bekunene vele yenze iyawuthi ifike noma mhlambe kuhambe isikhashana noma lichana lelithite solomane sithi buka sithi sebenza letindzaba dabo bekunene sagcina sesikhonile kubabamba asisho futhi kwekuthi sicela kubonga kiwo emabhange bekunene asibambisile kakhulu kulolu hlangothi lo lesisebenta ngalo sikhonile sisibambisane nawo kakhulu afake isandla nesigalelo lelisetulu ukuthi sikhone kuyibreaker yonke lendzaba le nekwekuthi ke futhi sibonge tona tinkampani tabumahla lekhukhwini nanato bekunene tifake igalelo nelichaza lelikhulu kuze kuthi mhlawumbe umsebenzi wemaphoyisa ube impumelelo kuliqiniso bekunene kwekuthi uma ngabe ufuna kuphumelela kulamalanga kuyafuneka vele le approach yema stakeholders lamanye elahlukahlukene kuze kwekuthi sihlanganise ama skills ethu sikhone kusebenta siphumelele kuyasithokodisa kakhulu lokho nekwekusho ukuthi bekunene futhi kuliqiniso kwekuthi labanye batholakele banemali etandleni tabo lebe bayithethe ngayo lendlela lebekunene nanayo ithethwe yathathwa yabuya emthethweni nako konke lokunako labanako bekunene asivele sikusho singakufihli lokwekuthi silandzela onke ama process ebucala noma ngabe yini abayendile bekunene vele asifuni ukuthi baku-enjoy ngoba umthetho uyasiniketa lamagunya kwekuthi loyo logangile wathola lokho lakakutholile akasuwa-enjoy lama-process ebucala bakhe kodwa akuvele kuthathwe ngetindlela temthetho wakaphokha kubuye elayinini kubonakala bekunene simbuyisele kule level ebevela kuyo mhlamba angaqala ikuganga sithi asikubike ngenhlokoto lenkulu leko nekwekusho ukuthi awusive seMaswati siyacela ukuthi sichubeke sireport indzaba leti njengaleti sibonile nje nasicala kubopha kwekucala sive vele senyukile lesireport-ako wabona sesive kuyasikhuthatha lokuthi sibone ukuthi ukhona umphumela lowendekako ngekusebenta kwemaphoyisa kuyasikhuthatha lokho bekunene asikusho nekuthi ifunze sesikhuthathe thina sive ukuthi awucubekani bekunene nibike leto tindzaba lesetendekile sito khona sithi sebenze ngendlela lefanele nekuthi amaphoyisa embube vele nje kuba sokucala inyanga ya November nje lesatisa ngayo sidisseminate ngayo lwati ngetindzaba te-fraud bekunene asisho lokho ukuthi vele siphume umkhankaso loqinile sibambisene nema-stakeholders ethu inhlangano yetemabhange Eswatini vele siphume umkhankaso lomkhulu ukuthi awusetshenzwa sadiswe sive ngayo yonke indlela nekucela ke ukuthi esiveni semaswati awube kunene phela siqhubeke silalele siyithathe leyo myalo mhlambe lesiniketwa wona nayo exwayiso lesiniketwa dona ukuze sitoqhubeka siphephe.
Yeah, before ngidokwe nje nomfundo ngifuna kuva nje la kubabetshele ukuthi ingabe ngiyatibuta nje ukuthi ingabe batana bonke indaba laba 32 noma mhlambe kunemphathi kunemacembu thite nje etindzaweni etihlukene.
Siyabonga Thathewethu umbutho lohlakaniphile liqiniso lithi basebenza in syndicates. Yebo kona nasilandzelela ngeluphenyo lwethu siyabona losikwaqala ngemuntu munye lothite wabafundzisa then kungafundzisa lona lo muntu awufundisa lomunye ukuthi iyatholakala imali ngalendlela le lesikukhanzile nyalo sebangemacembu lahlukene lesingakubita singema syndicates la operator independently ngekwehlukana ngulelo qembu line boss yalo lala lisebenza khona kodwa ke siyabonga kwekuthi sesiphose sikuhlikitile vele lokwetidleke kwabo lokunengi bekunene sekuhlikitile saba displacer nalabo lasabafuna nanyalo impela siyafunga siyagomela singemaphoyisa embube bekunene siyawulala ibonene vele ayikho impunga elihlathi futhi kude licile lakhothe emhlane mashasi Swati.
Yeah. Nomfundo I think amachinga labamhlaba maningi kakhulu vele technology as though ita ne convenience kepha kuba nema risks la khona kukhona bebabeka ukuthi bebabathumela imilayeto lebhalwe ngibekisa e-wallet noma ibhalwe in-circuit kanti ibhalwe ngibo lemilayeto esuke khona ebhange ngabe leyo nje imibiko lenitfolile ebhange ebemingaki.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Lulu njengoba sekashito babetshele ukuthi basesekhona vele labangaphandle laba sengaba kabathole kusho ukuthi njengoba usho nawe setawuchubeka sibone emakhasimende ethu mhlawumbe akhala ngaleto dikhalo letifana njengaleto noma mhlawumbe ngingeke ngibe nawo onke ema-figures ukuthi bangakhi labachubeka bathola leyo milayeto mbumbulu lechamuka laba bekunini kepha nje sisachubeka sisawathola ema-customer lasibikelela ukuthi sekuhambe imali tawo kepha ke mhlawumbe kuba specific Lulu kungasho ukuthi kulamalanga nje lesikuthola noma mhlawumbe kuleti nyanga leti sebashintsha ngingadi kumbe kuba bejele noma solo ngibo laba bekunini noma sengilelinye nalo hlobo letigebengu sebashintshe indlela tekuthatha leti imali temakhasimende kusho ukuthi nalo sikubita ngema mule account i-mule account kusho ukuthi bamba nje basukele bamfula ba innocent maswati la innocent la mhlambe labanga tekahle lwati le kusebenzisa kwemibiko noma mhlambe kwekuvula ema-accounts noma kusebenzisa timvote emabhange babacele ukuthi bete bato bavulela i-account achamukelwe kunene athi kunemali yakhe la igadzile manje akakhona ukuvula i-account yakhe achaze izathu mhlambe letingamendalo wekunene atsembe siwabonile ke emakhasimende ethu lamanye asukuma ngosiyami aye avule i-account ebhange bese lo wekunene so uyabatshela labalingani bakhe bayifake imali account yeliswati ukhanze sibo babejele nase baphenya ukuthi leyo mali yafaka kule account le imali engakahlobi noma imali letholakala ngekuganga lo innocent lovulela account akade baba betshela ukhanze sebabopha leliswati leli innocent kucela nje emakhasimendeni ethu nekucwayisa kwekuthi akusuchamuka umuntu sikubone kakhulu ke kubamfa besikolo nje tertiary students ngoba laba bekunene bachamuka bathi vule i-account kaba ne-portion lengilakushiyela yona imadlana lengilakushiyela yona account nase ungisitile nase ngihambisa leya kwecwayisa nje emakhasimende ukuthi inkosi yami akungabi lula ukuthi chamuke umumvu athi hamba uvule i-account kunemali lafuna uyihambisa noma tingathini leto tizathu leto akasukwenda ngoba baba bejele nase babopha vele utawuthi khanza so inconvenienceekile uyawuthi uchaza ukuthi kwachamuka umuntu khanza simhlambe basuvela uhlede emakuteni so ubutwe leyo mubutwe leyo le mhlambe lengakubeki kahle lokunye ke mhlambe Lulu lesikubonako linile nje lidunyalo kutabe kucala isizini yekulima sekuvele kucalile ama customer ethu abona la kuba Facebook tinfo letikhangiswako khona ama customer lesesiwatholele nje asho ukuthi ubone info ikhangiswa ithengiswa timvo tekulima tinhlanyelo bomanyolo nani mhlambe naletinye timvo nje yalokuphela umnyaka bamaswati ayasave kudla sebacelile bayathenga labanye laba bekunene ba-advertise ukuthi batabathengisela letimvo ngemanani laphasi kakhulu sesikubonile khona ama-customers avele afakile timali babatshela ukuthi abafake i-deposit batabadelivera leto timvo leto siphindze kuwacwayisa emakhasimende kwekuthi phela nkosi yami angeke uhambise imali yakho uye kumuntu longazange sowumbone yena siciniseke ukuthi noma ngabe ungene ku Facebook kunetimvo lokufuna ukuthi utithenge kuleso sitolo lesithi tiqinisekise ukuthi usesayithini lelingilo vele laleso sitolo leso noma mhlambe lo muntu lodila naye ngumuntu lo umatiko vele lo wake wathenga kiso sitolo sabo ngoba le timphawu tabo laba bekunene uke washo nababejele isikhatsini lesendlulile ukuthi baye bangafuni ukuthi nibonane akujake ngekuthi faka le mali nje icustomer lefunje lelinye lesibe nalo simabhange lisitshelile ukuthi bakutshela ukuthi seyekugcina lempahla le lenginayo leshiphe kangaka uyayithenga noma wenda njani faka le mali sibamba so i-deposit kuze utokhona ukuthi uyithole kuwecwayisa emakhasimende ukuthi kulamalanga nje ngiko lesikubona kakhulu sasho nasikhona enyangeni lephelile ukuthi baya ngema-seasons babuka ukuthi kwendekani sengishido ukuthi lokhu kulinywa nje nyalo batabe bati aligner bakhuluma ngetimvo tekulima lokhu kutabe kuthengwe emagrosa kuphela kweminyaka batabe bati amagrosa kuphela kweminyaka kusho ukuthi lo 32 longekhathi akusho ukuthi sekuphelile emakhasoma akachubeke ngosamalalele ticwayiso so ushido ukuthi it's a fraud awareness month mhla ka 14 November nje sitabe sisukumisa ngaloku semthethweni lapha eRoyal Villas kusho ukuthi labaphathi labakhulu beBankers Association sicubulo sethu lesisho ukuthi siyaphuma manje siya ngaphandle siyofundisa eMaswati ungakangijobi nje lulu kungaba kucela eMaswatini ukuthi akachubeke sesiqalile siyadithola ticelo ungaba somabhizinisi ngaba tikolo ngaba noma ngangiluphi ihlobo lofuna kuta utofundiswa ngetekuphephisa timali takho siyacela ukuthi nisichubeke nesimeme sitawuta sitonifundisa mahala ha asicharge ndasibona njengoba nisibona nabo babejele nalabanye labangemalunga alenhlangano sitonifundisa emsakati
so ingabe mhlambe nje ama cases mhlambe nangabe ngakonje babejele asekhona yini lawo lavamile bo ATM fraud card cloning nana sesevamile yini lawo noma mhlambe basaconcentrate kakhulu ngalakubo facada
Sibonga kakhulu Lulu emacala abo ATM ahlala akhona ngaso sonke isikhathi ngenxa yokuthi kulesinye isikhathi sibona ukuthi iba khona negligence mhlambe kuwe emakhasimende elibhange uthole ukuthi asayisherisha kumbe leyo pin kungaba kusuyisherishe nebantwana noma nesihlobo noma nabantu lamthumile abese uyakhohlwa lo mdzala kanti abantwana abakhaliphile lengcondo yabo iyabamba babambe letinombolo bavele bese babuyela bawusebenta bawutransactor babuyisele likhadi lomdzala balibeke acabangena ukuthi lo ngalikhadi belikimi kusho ukuthi kunenkinga ngasebhange bekunena sisho ukuthi nivele le nombolo leyimfihlo ayichubeke ibe imfihlo kuze kusilamacala lafaka ikhathi bo ATM fraud angakhona ukuchubeka singasikhuthatha sive kuloko nekusho ke tsatsi wethu ukuthi uyitekile lapha nomfundo indzaba yema-mule accounts awubekunene sive asisuvuma kwekuthi usetshenziswe ngilomunye umuntu ukuthi uvule i-account noma afake imali ku-account yakhe angaze nje umuntu acele ukuthi ucela kufaka ukusebenzisa i-account yakho kulelo bhange lakashokilo wena kunene impela cabanga kanengi ungakakuvumi lokho unless ngumuntu lomatiko kepha ke noma ngawe uyamathi cabanga kanengi uyasebenza yini usebenza kuphi ukhanze songena imali enkulu ku-account yakho emva kwaloko uyayikhipha le mali uyiniketa lowo muntu noma uyayitransfera nge-instruction yakhe iya la iya khona wena sowusala ubhekene nengalo emthetho awubekunene siyacela eMaswatini sikubonile lokukwanza kakhulu lokunye ke lolu lesikubonako ekakhulu kati kule nyanga leli phelako nje liphela namuhla kutawucala lensha sibona indzaba yebucala nabo lesingathi ngema-business email compromise sike sakhuluma ngawo in the past atama ukuthi igogololo kepha nyalo lokho yophela umnyaka siyawabona asaqala kundlondlobala kakhulu lo sikhuluma nje sesinemacala lamane lendeke enyangeni leyodwana bekunene lokusho kwekuthi vele asandlondlobala kakhulu asabuyile ngoba lesikwati ukuthi ema criminals aka fraud awayiyeke le ndlela yawo leyake yawaphumelelisa ayayiperfecta instead. So nyalo ke balungise yona baperfecta yona babuyele futhi bathumela umlayeto mhlambe noma ke ba-interceptor etindzaba tekuthengiselana nangabe kushothi leyo nkampani ithengile la ithenge khona balwela kuthola that information ukuthi ithenge kuphi ithenge into tamalini emva kwaloko bese sebaqala ke bakha ilogo yale nkampani le kuthiwa ibathengisele leyo nkampani leyo emva kwaloko sebathi awu siyaxolisa sicela nisale nifaka le mali yenu la bekunene sithi asisho kulabo labasebenza kwethe nkampani nalababhadalako kwekuthi noma ngabe kuqhamuka umlayeto nge-email lokhuluma leto tindzaba leto cala uthathe licingo lwasenkampaneni ushayele le nombolo lo yatiko wena lo bohlala uxhumana ngayo utame ukuconfirma lo mlayeto lochamuka ngeliposi lembane ukuthi ngabe vele bayawati yini le email phela ungakendi lutho ngoba lokho lesikubona kobe kunene ukhanza seyihambile vele imali yenkampani sesiyicommittee kodwa asika confirm ekugcineni kwakho konke nasebasihambela le nkampani lengiyona igenuine lesithengiselana nayo seyithola kwekuthi awu thina sicabanga sesibhadele siniketeni ke i-proof of payment siyabanika bathi akusiya account yethu le awuseyinkinga bekunene inkampani seyilahlekelwe kanjalo siyacela ukuthi simane siprotect phela ama 13 check ethu inkampani bekunene kuze sitokhona kuwathola vele ama bonus ethu ekupheleni kweminyaka ngeke ukuthi sivikele inkampani ekuseni kulahleke imali ngendlela lelula kangaka
yeah uqinisele ngibuye ngakonje nomfundo SCC approach nje festive season kuningi lokwendekako labanye abatali banqinota kubhadala school fees ngaDecember baye emabhange bakhanza malayini sebatawukhanza abantu batothi angubhadalele make mhlambe labanye bafuna ku deposit kuma ATM batawucela ukuthi angikwendele maka khanzakala ukuthi ufake i-account yakhe ngabe vele ama customer nga deposit kanjani nje mhlambe kuleto tigebengileto.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Mthombeni. Singemabhange vele siya kukhuthata kwekuthi sale u depositor at your comfort mhlambe noma wendebo online banking at your comfort ungaze udidinge ukuthi mhlambe ungaya kubo ATM lokunye mhlambe lokwenda lokho kwaba ngona lo sukushido Mthombeni ukuthi bokhanza sesekune bamfile bafuna kubasita la kuma ATM gani bafuna kubebelata imali tabo so sase sisike singemabhange mhlawumbe asimsebenzise lo online banking internet banking ubhadale kunekuthi ungaze uye uyobona ngilomnye umuntu ukuthi wena uphethe imali lenenge kepha ke sisachubeka sesawabona ema customer ethu la sasidinga lolusito lafuna ukuthi ete ebhange atote netisa singemabhange nyalo nge-festive season sibabekile balingani bethula ngaphandle kuma ATMs lo ukhanza sibayakusita baba netembafu letikhombisaka ukuthi dasemabhange phinze kunabo security nalapho sithi nangabe mhlawumbe ubona ukuthi awumboni kahle lo muntu noma mhlawumbe ke uyeva ukuthi hayi angenteka kube akusuye welbank sithi khuthata ukuthi ungene ngekhathi uthole isito ngekhathi kungakwendeke ukuthi usitwe umuntu lo cela ukusita nje lo la ngaphandle ku ATM ngoba vele nabo bayaplana njengoba sowushido lulu ukuthi batawufuna kuwasita emakhasimende ngoba umflo uphethe imali uyabonakala ngena ngekhathi vele nje nako lesikhutsatako tandla tivulekile lesikwendako nasongenele ngekhathi kuba khona lo tawuphuma nawe akusite ngalo kusheshsha lokukhulu aphume nawe akusite ke ATM noma mhlawumbe akufundzisa ukuthi i-internet banking isetshenziswa kanjani sikulungele lokho vele sime ngemumo ukuthi siwafundzise emaswati indlela tekulula tekuthi babhadale ti-school fees kungaze kulahleke imali tabo.
Yeah, nakhona lapho batiphephisa kanjani because vele kulamalanga sesebenzisa wona lama banking apps indzaba nje ama password ukuthi ushintsha nawe again ukuthi uhlala uyilokhile ngabe nako lokho kubaleka kanani kukuvikela ukuthi exposeke etimphini etinganani.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Lulu ngiyabonga nawubuka kahle nje indzaba yabo facata leningi leyendekile nyalo vele icale khona ukuthi si expose labo password nabo username be internet banking yakho ngeke ukuthi ashaye umvu athi mnikete lesi kusho ukuthi yenda siciniseke ukuthi lokho katiwa nguwe kuphela akwatiwa ngulomunye umuntu nangabe mhlawumbe ubona ukuthi sokukhohliwe noma mhlambe awukuconzi kahle ukuthi kusebenziseka kanjani shayela somabhange wakho inyanga lethi phelele nasilana sishito sathi kumcoka kakhulu uma uli customer umathi somabhange wakho nangabe mhlawumbe libhange uthi na uvula account lasho ukuthi somabhange wakho kutabanga unangilulu makakula make sure ukuthi unema contacts akhe umshayele ngaso sonke isikhathi akusite ukuthi ungabhanga kanjani nangabe mhlambe ude somabhange wakho ushayele inombolo telibhange lakho ucela sositakale nakhona siphinze siyakusho ukuthi thina bete kuphepha kude noma ngabe usebenta ebhange lovumelekile ukuthi athi ipassword yakho nepin neOTP awungamane umnikete iaccount yakho kepha nje akavumeleki waze lo mvulo yowacela ipassword yakho nepin neOTP bovele wate ukuthi sowuconze kuganga loyo wekunene awusuniketa umuntu ngena ngekhathi noma ngabe ume la kumbe wathela la khathe ebhange kude lelo lilungelo yena lona longibhange lombona asefastelweni ude lilungelo uthafune ipin noma ipassword yakho yetimvo takho tekubhanga imfihlo yakho leyo njengoba sisho nawuvula iaccount siyacela nje ma customer ukuthi Nkosi yami angabese sekeva ngathi kufanele amnikete loyo somabhange ngoba sosekhathi sosebhange asisho sibayaganga kepha nje bosomabhange bamfunabo siyabonga
mhlambe ngakabuyi kunje kuwe babetshele I think kulamalanga ngike ngeva bamfu nje ukuthi bathi bashayela bamfu basebhange mhlambe bafuna ukuva ama details bo KYC ingabe niyakwenda indoko vele yendeka niwashayela ama customer mhlambe niwafune lawo ama details ukuthi sesiyesaba nyalo umfazi wathi hayi ngisebenza ebhange ezivele nje sithi hayi soka usewasebhange ngiconfirma kanjani ukuthi vele cha umvlono ushaya ebhange
ngiyabonga kakhulu lo mbuto lomuhle loyo lo ubutako yebo kuliciniso kulamalanga sike sabona vele ama customer ethu lamanengi la fike sekangena ku status ukuthi awusasiko active noma mhlambe kukukhumbuta ukuthi sowuphelelwa isikhathi so salo sicela usilethela ama documents akho eKYC kepha ke nakhona labo labashayako bacelele timvulo tokwecala nje le nombolo etakushayela kuba inombolo yelibhange lakho itawuvela ibite ligama lelibhange lakho kwesibili bafunzisekile labo labashayako bakubute leyo mininangane leyo akhona solo ngiyaphinza msakati angeke kwendeke bakubute ipassword yakho bakubute ne OTP nepin angeke kuze kwendeke lokwendekako batakushayela nje basho ukuthi bowusakhumbula ukuthi iaccount yakho seyihlede emalanga ingasebenziseki besicela ukuthi uvakashele libhange lakho noma mhlambe ungene ku-internet banking yakho uyisebenzise itochubeka ibe active nekokuthi lokwendekako basuke nje bakukhumbuta ukuthi sowuphelelwa isikhathi lesingaka noma sowusalelwe isikhathi esingaka ukuthi utowenda iKYC waze lowo wekunene wakushayela wathi iaccount yakho ihackiwe kude info lenjalo asikwendi singemabhangi sikushayela sithi iaccount yakho ihackiwe sinetindlela tethu futhi nengekhathi tekukulungisa lokho nangabe mhlambe kungendeka but akukavami ukuthi kwendeke lulu ukhanze ukuthi icustomer ngeke likhone nokuthi libone nje bese kwendekile sikukulungisa ama systems ethu endeke ngendlela yokuthi sikulungise kungakafiki nekufika ukuthi icustomer lingabona selihackiwe angeke vele kuze kube liciniso batakushayela bakukhumbude ukuthi KYC document sicela usilethele noma usithumelele ungene ebhange noma basho ukuthi sicela uvusetele usebenzisa account yakho ayisasebenzi kuphela kude lokunye labakucelako
kwegcina nje babetshele njengoba sisicalele nje inyanga yelweti inyanga yekwanzisa lwati vela ngato tindzaba te fraud engabe siya futhi na ku festive season sive semasothi singadiphephisa kanjani kafishane nje
Sibonge kakhulu ngubonene umuntu akachaze isiveni semaswati bekunene kwekuthi lo sesifike kulesikhathi isikhathi lapho khona wonke umuntu afuna kungcebeleka nekutijabulisa nekuba nemali kungcebeleka ke kufaka ikhathi kuba nemali vele bayifuna ke laba bekunele imali ngayo yonke indlela ngako emaswati siyaxwayisa siyacela lokuthi amane abe vigilant kiko konke la kwendako in any transaction la indako ingaba i-transaction el-business noma i-personal transaction bekunene angibekise lesikubona konje nyalo kundlondlobala lapha kubo Facebook siyabona kuthengiswa noma ke kukhangiswa inkomo siyathi uthi inkomo vele yinto lekhona la eSwatini futhi siba nalokuthemba ukuthi inkomo ithengiswa liSwati citizen lele emakhaya bugebengu asibucabanga nje nakancane bekunene sebashiftele lapho lesingakusho nyalo lesikubona konje kuveta inhloko yakho lembi kuleyo ndzaba leyo naso uyibonileke leyo advert mhlawumbe ku Facebook so uyachumana nalabo bantu uhambe uze ufike lapho mhlawumbe utibona khona leti nkomo ketwa ekugcineni kwako konke uthole sinase ubhadala bekunene ubhadala kubosidlane kude tinkomo takho lotithengako so singacela eMaswatini ukuthi noma ngabe tinkomo leti lekuthiwa advertisiwe nangabe une interest yenda siciniseko sekuthi vele ungakacala ukubhadala ingabe vele lendzaba leyo iliciniso kangakanani sikubonile kuyandlondlobala kakhulu lokunye ke tsathiwethu lesikubonako futhi ekuveta inhloko yakho lembi indzaba yetindlu siyathi uthi indzaba yetindlu tekuchashisa into lesiyifunako vele baqala kuyifuna kuyibhadalela bayibona isesuka ku foundation ngalo sivele into lesingekako sikubonile ke nalapho eMaswati alahlekelwa imali ekuthenini ku advertise wetindlu letithite bese ufakwa ipressure ukuthi ubhadale masinyane ngoba letindlu vele tiyinyama noma ke tiyinyama matsapho wonke umuntu uyatifuna faka ipressure masinyane ukuthi bhadala uthi ke ungathola leyo pressure bese uyabhadala leyo mali ungayifaka phambili emva kwaloko kude indlu tabanayo siyacela bekunene ukuthi awu asitamene ngayo yonke indlela ukuthi sibe so vigilant nekwekuthi ke futhi siku avoid kwenta ema transactions la financial sisodwana nangabe uyawubhadala leyo mali make sure ukuthi unemuntu lotawugcina akufakazela futhi ke lokukahle bekunene kwekuthi nangabe khona lokubhadalako lokunjengaloko siyakhuthaza sinesemaphoyisa embube ukuthi bhadala through ibhange lalowo muntu uwendele into leta ukhona phela kulandzeleka ubone ukuliqiniso lokubekunene singakucela sikukhuthaze lokwesiveni seMaswati
ngiyavakala simakhulu babejele nawe nomfundo kuba nathi mbukeli we are officially on the month of November which is Fraud Awareness Month solo sanzisa lona lwati ngato tindzaba tebugebengu balolu hlobo saselikhefu sitabe ne traffic update.
As the saying goes, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Great news for the learners. Eswatini TV brings back the home learning with a wide range of subjects for the grade 7s, Form 3s and Form 5s from the safety of their home.
Change in speed and there's no change in wavelength, meaning that the wavelength of the incident wavefronts.
Watch home learning every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. only on Eswatini TV. Sibuko seMaswati.
Ngamashumi lasihlanu nesithupha imizuzu ibumbene insimbi yesithupha namhla kulesikhathi sitawuthola i-traffic update sehlo Dlamini utasipha lo mbiko lwenkosi sibusele kwalagwalo mhlekuseni ngabe umbiko losiphawu uthini
Cha angivusele Mngoni sesiyihlolile imigwaco yelive lesikubonile njeke emgwacweni kungaba ngiko kwekuthi etindzaweni letiphakeme kufaka ekhasi nawukhuphukela la eMbabane nawusuka la kuboMafini kusigcwe kugcwele iyona inkungu nawehlela ngale ngendasi nawubheka kuboManzana nakhona awu inkungu ikhona kunxusa njeke kuseMaswati amanye akhanyise malambu lamakhulu kanye nalapha eTulu eSpiki nakhona nawukhuphukela lapha eTulu kubo Rocklands uphindze wehlela nalapha endasi kuboJakiza nakhona limbonye ngayo inkungu nalapha eTulu kahlathi nawungena khona edolobheni nakhona siyanxusa njalo ukuthi Maswati akhanyise wona amalambu lamakhulu tibane temgwaco ke emadolobheni lamathathu lamakhulu kufaka ikhathi iMbabane Manzini namathapha tiyasebenza kulapha eshiselweni lapha khona nathi letibukene neliposi athi sebendi elangeni lalamuhla kungaba kunxusa njeke ukuthi eMaswati nakasayisebenzisa yona imigwaco aqaphele yona phela imfuyo lengase ibonakala lapha ke elibonjeni nawungena khona ehlane sinawo emapholi lakhona nje nawuthatha nje kwena esikolweni ungena ekhasi ehlane kunawo ngikedeleli lapho kunxusa nje kuseMaswati ashayele ngalokukhulu ukuphelela anake sona phela sindele sincane bese sabheka khona esikolweni bantwana bethu phela kungaba ngoloko lenkubikako lamuhla ngisembe kuseMaswati ayaphephe sisaya khona kuyo futhi nayo impela sonto labatawuthi basishayelele nasiya emisebenzini yelele nekwehlukahlukana labanye baya emishadweni labanye baya kuye imilinzelo lo tawuthi nangabe kuyiwa emilinzelweni amane alithole phela lithuba lokuthi amane acimacimeke kuze kuthi nasesebajika babuyela emuva akhone ukuthi ashayele batokhona kufika abaphephile lapho babheka khona kungaba ngiloko Nguni lengikubikela sona sive.
Yeah, sibakhulu Nkosi ngathi lokukhulu malangeni lamahle indzaba yetinkhungu letikhansako namhla ekuseni kwexwayisa nje ukuthi vele labachuba imotolo ngathi bangahlahla emehlo basashayela leyo migwaqo leyo ke Nkosi sitawubahlola makethe masinyane sitawubuya nezindzaba tesingisi.
Be sure to catch Business Watch every Wednesday between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., where we feature the latest updates on business news, market trends, and exclusive interviews with industry leaders, as well as insights on emerging small and medium enterprises in the commercial sector. Business Watch, your business leader.
Ujala masada mahle kunathi lesa.
Sabatandi ukuthi njengalokhu sivile sive sikhulume.
Kusile Breakfast Show, the Friday edition. Welcome back. You are watching the news now. His Excellency the Prime Minister Russell Dlamini has challenged member states of the Common Market, those of the Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, to consider harmonizing visa requirements in order to strengthen as well as to promote regional travel, thus transforming member state destinations into a unified, sought-after tourism corridor. The Prime Minister shared this idea at the ongoing 23rd COMESA Summit, which is held in Bujumbura at the Kiriri Presidential Palace. The Prime Minister is representing His Majesty King Eswatini III at the summit.
His Excellency the Prime Minister Russell Dlamini joined the 21 member states of COMESA at the Kiriri Presidential Palace for the main day of the 23rd COMESA Summit. Delivering his message from their Majesties, the Prime Minister shared the Kingdom of Eswatini's ideas on how the tourism industry can be revitalized through strategic infrastructure and accessible travel.
Eswatini's unique cultural heritage and biodiversity hold tremendous potential to captivate the world. To unlock this potential, however, we need to address structural gaps in accessibility, particularly in the area of transport and logistics. Developing tourism means making our sites appealing and easily reachable, which requires direct flights from established global travel hubs and a more flexible visa regime to welcome more visitors. Within the COMESA region, collective steps like harmonizing visa requirements, promoting and strengthening regional travel can transform our individual destinations into a unified, sought-after tourism corridor.
The Prime Minister also presented the Kingdom of Eswatini's case, demonstrating commitment to climate-resilient agriculture and value chains, in line with the summit's theme of accelerating regional economic growth through climate-resilient agriculture, mining and tourism.
For Eswatini, agriculture has long been a fundamental sector, sustaining our people and driving economic growth. However, as climate change affects rainfall patterns, crop yields and food security, Eswatini is implementing adaptive measures to strengthen climate resilience. We believe in moving beyond subsistence farming by encouraging commercial agriculture, in particular contract farming of high-value crops that embraces climate-smart solutions, including water-efficient irrigation systems and sustainable farming practices.
The Prime Minister concluded his speech by sharing a dossier of the Kingdom of Eswatini's spirit of accelerating implementation and regional impact.
Excellencies, in Eswatini, we are guided by the principle of Nkwe, an ethos of moving with speed to implement and expedite impactful change. This spirit of agency aligns perfectly with COMESA's mission to fast-track integration and realize shared goals swiftly and effectively. We hope to inspire the same momentum within COMESA, emphasizing that timely action and collaborative efforts are essential for regional resilience and prosperity. With this collective resolve, we are confident that our ambitions will transform from plans to meaningful impact for our nations.
As the meeting came to a close, leaders of all 21 COMESA member states unanimously agreed that peace and stability is the foundation for trade, economic growth and development. The leaders are of the idea that as a bloc they must prioritize collaborative peace-building efforts and also ensure strong governance which will see them working actively to resolve conflicts. John Morelekeng for Eswatini TV News in Bujumbura, Burundi.
The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Kusile Dladla, says the Ministry of Tinkhundla has been tasked to development as well as to develop as well as to expand training centers to all 59 constituencies. The Deputy Prime Minister was speaking during a Women in Development Training graduation ceremony held at Mahlangaja in Nkundla, where she was represented by the Honorable Minister of Tinkhundla, Skhumbuzo Dlamini.
The Ministry of Tinkhundla Administration and Development is implementing a Women in Development Training Centers project in 5 areas of the country. The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Kusile Dladla, represented by the Honorable Minister of Tinkhundla, Skhumbuzo Dlamini, witnessed a graduation ceremony held at Mahlangaja of 73 Emaswati who were trained in the centers.
Ukuthi uhulumende yakuphanze kufanele ukuthi aqhubeke awusekele umsebenzi lo tonke letindzawo uphindze futhi wanze uyena ngetinye tindzawo evenda kangwane ngetulu kana centers esibalule kona lamhla uthi tekwe kunene asivele selitiko sibuke ukuthi imali ngaphandle kwahulumende kuphela singathola njani nakulabanye labangalibambisa live ukuthi lo msebenzi lo naso ushintshe ube ngumsebenzi emaswati vele angaphila ngawo uthi tekwe kunene asiphinde sibuke lokuthi sesibakhidzidile abantwana noma labafundzi lokuthi bafundzele lamakhono ngoba vele bete lapha beswele ngiyiphi lenye indlela lesingayita selitiwe ukuthi sibabambise ukuthi bakhone ukuthola imali batokhona kuyawutisebentela vele live lishintshe umnotho ushintshe evenda kangwane.
Mahlangaja Member of Parliament Kusile Dlamini said skills is the future.
This future seyisemakhonweni. Nawuphila umuntu sekufuna noma kanjani ube nalo ikhono lakho lonalo liphela. Lelitakwenza ukuthi ukhone kubeka nesinkwa etafeni. Nempilo nje ibe ngilechubekako ekhaya lakhe.
Kethiwe Mambo spoke on behalf of the graduates.
Sibonga nje lokuthi siphiwe lethuba lokuthi sibe namakhono. Lekhono lelikhulu kakhulu. Lidasida liside namuhla nakusasa lendlule leside nebantwana bethu lesibadele. Siyabonga kakhulu bonke laba abasaphila nehlelo.
These graduates were trained for 9 months and they are taking home with them sewing, decorating and catering skills. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samkal Suekoza with Smuva Shongwe, Mahlangaja.
The country spends more than 1 billion emalangeni importing maize, beans and milk, and this was said by the Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Mandla Chauke, during the celebration of the birth of the Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO, held at Mhlangatane in Nkundla.
Food and Agricultural Organization was established on the 16th of October 1945. It has spread to more than 190 countries, including Eswatini. The country today joined the world in celebrating the anniversary of the birth of the organization. The day was commemorated at Mhlangatane in Nkundla under the whole region.
Abuka emabhojisi itarget yethu ithi sifane silime emabhojisi lang 7,000 metric tons ukuze amaswati onke athole ibhojisi. Iqiniso ke lithi cishe umkhiqizo wethu umile la ku 300 metric tons akufiki nakulo 1000 akuzifuna 7000 ubukela ubisi ukhanze ukuthi khona sifanele sikhicite 84 million liters of milk bese ke ukhanza ukuthi sikhicita only 21 lokho kusitshela lokuthi vele asiyakhoni kahle kwanyalo bondla emaswati.
FAO country representative Sibusiso Mondlane elaborated on that a balanced diet now consists of 6 nutrients instead of the 3 known to everyone.
Ukudla ke kithi simhlafikele nasisodwa uthatha ilofu yesinkwa uyidle namachips akho bese uthi buso ngemahewu sothi udlile akusiko ukudla lokho udlile kona usothi kepha udle kudla yini ilapho le ndzaba sikhulumela ngayo kakhulu udla kube ngilokuphephile lokudakhona kusikwakhe nawe kube nalamaseko.
The Honorable MP of the constituency, Madala Mhlanga, touched on the scarcity of water in the community.
Usasa nje ngivile ngandlebenye ukuthi ndaba niqala kubhalisa nibhalisela uthi indlala ibhokile esiveni sakithi.
Speaking on behalf of farmers in the community, Zweli Matonsi said that scarcity of water prevents them from producing enough to satisfy their market.
Manje uzayeta sinika tifundwa afundisa ngakho konke nje ukuthi lokatana ndimanage njani ningathuthuka kanjani konke lokho kwentelwa etikwemali.
As we celebrate this day, a few days back, His Majesty King Mswati III has returned from Italy, where he asked the organization to open its offices in the kingdom. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I am Tabi Somapanga with Smuva Shongwe at Mhlangatane in the Hoho region.
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Senator Polile Shakantu, says government is planning on reviving and improving Gcina Infantry School on the next financial year. The Honourable Minister was speaking in Parliament on Wednesday.
The House of Assembly convened for parliamentary work on Wednesday, where Lomahasha Member of Parliament Zanele Mashaba requested the Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Senator Polile Shakantu, to consider the prospect of reviving Gcina Infantry School.
Committee le veleli ketfe cabinet lengingcenye yalo Honourable Speaker kubuka ku revive angeke sithi Gcina Infantry njengoba abhalile umhlonishwa but a concept lecishe ifana naye Gcina kulama programs leswabukako kubuka ukuthi namuhla sekukhulunywa bo artificial intelligence namuhla sekusebenta I technology lebe ingekho itolo so kunabo cyber security nema soft skills Honourable Speaker lesibuka ukuthi angabasita abantwana bemaswati ukuthi nabangena kule program lese ngathi kwanyalo we're still at concept stage sebenzisana nalotiko laka youth nelaka defense nalamanye ma stakeholders Honourable Speaker ukuthi kunema skills as well lesi nyalo sisale angedwa kulama programs.
The Honourable House of Assembly then debated the matter.
Nangabe sokutholile lokucecesheka noma ube nenhlanhla wangena lapha kaGcina uyaba insemathubeni ukuthi kusasa ungaguquka ube lisoja ngiyabonga Mr Speaker.
Kwa indlela ukuthi le youth imane ikhona kuthola lama skills. Cela manje asho nje ukuthi ubuka ukuthi ngendeka esikhanyeni lesingaka ngoba ngaphela no 5 years solo kuthiwa solo siyayisebenza.
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs furnished the House with responses.
Naso uphume soceceshiwe ke kuleyo program utawubese soyakhona ukuthi ungangena kuma forces ngiyawemukela Honourable Speaker as ema contributions I time frame Honourable Speaker sifiso sethu ukuthi kulomnyaka wetimali lomusha lotawuqala kulomnyaka lotako ingabe sesikhona ukuthi singayiqala.
The Honourable Minister informed the Honourable House of Assembly that the ministry is set to contribute to the reduction of youth unemployment. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samkal Swekoza with Temba Shabangu and Bongan Masugu, Parliament.
Elizabeth Glazier Pediatric AIDS Foundation Eswatini yesterday celebrated their 20th anniversary, commemorating the milestone achieved by eliminating mother-to-child HIV transmission in Eswatini. The Minister of Health, Honourable Mduduzi Matsebula, says he appreciates the work that is done by all the health workers as well as Eswatini communities in fighting the transfer of mother-to-child HIV transmission.
Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation came into the country in 2003 with a vision to support the country in the fight against mother-to-child transmission of HIV. The program kick-started in 2004, where the transmission was standing at 18%, and the foundation, with its remarkable solutions, fought to get Eswatini to stand at 1.34% in 2024.
I would also like to extend my sincere appreciation to His Majesty, King Mswati III, whose vision of an AIDS-free generation has guided our efforts in the fight against HIV. This unwavering commitment has ensured that we continue to make progress towards ending HIV in Eswatini. May I also take the moment to recognize and honor the contribution and support of Ingosigati Magela Mpikiza in this important area of mother and child health. Her advocacy, work through the campaign on accelerated reduction of maternal mortality in Eswatini, assisted the country to strengthen our efforts, resulting in a decrease in loss of life for both mother and child.
The Honourable Minister says the health sector needs to put in more effort in the fight against pediatric AIDS to achieve zero transmission. The Office of the U.S. Government, Caitlin Piper, says through the PEPFAR they will continue supporting the fight against mother-to-child transmission of HIV and AIDS.
We congratulate the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini, our PEPFAR implementing partners, and especially healthcare workers for their tireless efforts in prioritizing children in the HIV response.
In 2015, UNAIDS reported that Eswatini has achieved the global plan goal of 95% of pregnant women living with HIV receiving antiretroviral medicine. It has also reached the global milestone of reducing mother-to-child transmission to under 5% amongst breastfeeding women. Reporting for Eswatini TV, I am Satable Mamba with Bongani Masugu in Ezulwini.
The Honourable Minister of Information, Communications and Technology, Senator Savannah Mazia, says educators are critical to the country's development and they deserve to be honoured. The Honourable Minister was speaking when presenting cheques to 8 educators who have demonstrated exceptional dedication to advancing quality education in Eswatini.
Following the honouring of 8 educators by the Eswatini Heroes in Education, the Honourable Minister of Information, Communications and Technology, Senator Savannah Mazia, honoured them further by presenting them with cheques of 5,000 Malangeni each and 10,000 Malangeni for the founder.
I have a passion for teachers, and I appreciate the hard work that they do. And your being able to go further and recognize them through awards is really very important. Thank you for being so caring. Thank you for being so inclusive. We all want to fight to ensure that everyone has equity, everybody's included, and everybody's recognized. So what you've done is really so greatly important, and I wanted to thank you. And I also wanted to thank the winners again and congratulate them again and say God bless you and continue the hard work, and urge your other colleagues to continue the hard work that they do in teaching.
Eswatini Heroes in Education founder Dr. Boy Khumalo said educators play a critical role in shaping the country's economy.
Kuningi lokwenteka kwetikolweni, so sifisile lokuthi labo labadlalela iqhaza kutemfundo even lakangwane siba recognize, sibabonge. Lesiyaye sibe sometimes lokuyaye kube missing kubonga umuntu nakende into lenhle. So ngiyathi lokuthi esikhatsini lesiningi siyaye sibe very much particular about negatives lentiwa etikolweni nabothishela.
Buile Shongwe spoke on behalf of the awardees.
On behalf of the awardees, Mage City, may the God in you continue to elevate you to greater heights. It is true that each day we woke up and went to class, to school. It was just to appreciate the gift that God had given us. It was also to appreciate the pieces of Msebengi Lebesinawo. None of us was working for this.
The Eswatini Heroes in Education invites all local educators who demonstrated exceptional dedication to advancing quality education in Eswatini to contact the organization so they can be honored. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samgal Swekoza with Temba Shabangu, Babane.
The Honourable Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Jane Simelane, says Eswatini has enhanced measures to mitigate climate change impacts. They've done this through the implementation of concrete actions. The Honourable Minister was speaking during the ongoing combined 13th meeting of Conference of Parties on Ozone Protection held in Bangkok, Thailand.
Eswatini has made considerable progress in phasing out ozone-depleting substances and is transitioning towards ozone and climate-friendly, low global warming potential technologies. This is evident in the observed trends of HCFC consumption, which have been reduced over the years. In addition, Eswatini has mainstreamed the HFC quota and licensing systems in the national legal frameworks and systems, and we are confident of meeting the phase down targets. This resonates well with the objective of our nationally determined contributions, which provides a clear basis for the enhanced ambition of Eswatini to mitigate climate change impacts through the implementation of concrete actions that have been identified across key sectors, of which reduction in the consumption of HFCs is a significant mitigation contribution. This further presents an opportunity to identify linkages between climate change targets and the overarching national development priorities.
The governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini has given an update of the performance of the country's economy. In a press briefing that the governor held yesterday, he highlighted that the country seems to be on the right economic path.
The governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini, Dr. Phil Mnisi, says the International Monetary Fund has noted that most global economies are struggling with debt and slow growth, especially developing countries. Here he gives an update of the region and Eswatini's economic performance.
Domestically, inflation dynamics, annual headline inflation averaged 4.7 for 2023-2024. Down from 5.3% the previous financial year. Using the calendar year, 2023 was 5%, and for the previous year, 4.8%. Headline consumer inflation declined to 3.6% in September 2024, from a 4.1% in August. The month-on-month decrease is attributed to lower prices in transportation, and clothing and footwear. With regards to reserves, the reserves import cover increased from 2.2 months at the end of March 2024, that is our financial year, to 3.1 months as of 18 October 2024. Foreign reserves increased to 11.9 billion as at 18 October 2024 from 7.8 billion in March. This significant improvement was primarily driven by the receipts of SACU revenue in the first week of October.
On another note, the governor highlighted that the challenges in cross-border transactions has been sorted. He assured Emaswati that the Lilangeni has not been unpegged from the rand, but only that banks in South Africa were loading charges, which resulted in money paid by Emaswati being less when transferred to South Africa. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Dlangamandla, Vuminkosi Nzinisa, Mbabane.
The governor has also announced that next week the bank will be hosting the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa COMESA Committee of Central Bank Governors. It is going to be a meeting from the 2nd to the 8th, aimed to, amongst other things, discuss the impact of cybersecurity.
The Central Bank of Eswatini will be hosting the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa Committee of Central Bank Governors meetings from the 2nd to the 8th of November 2024. And these will be taking place at the Central Bank complex site, the new site at Eswatini. The primary objective of the Institute is to establish and maintain macroeconomic stability in the COMESA member states.
Making the headlines on our sports news, KFC Eswatini through Skaratindwa Soccer Foundation has handed over school football equipment from teams that outshined others in this year's Skaratindwa Soccer Foundation, worth 165,000 emalangeni. It is an event that was held in Matsapa. There's a report.
I want to remind each young person here that this opportunity is a stepping stone. Let it inspire you to commit, to train harder, and to dream bigger. Let it remind you that with discipline, resilience, and teamwork, you can achieve greatness both on and off the field. Allow me to applaud Skaratindwa Foundation's resolution to direct prize money towards soccer-related projects, such as purchasing equipment, improving schools, school infrastructure. Such a decision will enhance the students' skills, preparation, and overall soccer experience.
It marks the end of the current festival that was sponsored with Skaratindwa for the school's soccer. So we've got representatives of the finalists from the competitions with the under-15 boys, the under-13 boys, and the under-17 girls. So we're here to celebrate their success in the tournament, and we'll be handing out equipment for soccer and some soccer kit so that they can take that back to their teams and the schools.
I think that I want to say that children wanted the Bible, wanted them to watch children Sunday school this Sunday weekend, and because of this work, they postpone. That is what is it. But we want these kids that are going to win when they're playing against South Africa. At least one boy must go and watch the FA Cup in England.
The chairman of the All Region Football Association, Dr. Comfort Chongwe, has urged teams, referees and different officials that are under the All Region Football Association to improve their knowledge when it comes to football, as well as rules and regulations, because the rules and regulations change and evolve day by day. Chongwe was speaking during the Mbabane Juniors League sponsorship from Mandla Maheu with a package of 70,000 malangeni. It was held at Sikwaka House in Mbabane.
Let us prevail in the fair play spirit. Let it prevail. It's very important that. In the Logonium, there's an online course because it's at Utsi. There's an online coaching course which is ongoing. Please, people aba enroll nangle. It's very important for you to teach the kids a proper way of playing football so that they can graduate to be proper athletes which are well groomed, which could be the international athletes. It's very important, that thing.
All right, that marks the end of our second bulletin today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll go for a net break shortly and we'll be back. Noma nkosihlela siphinde sinamukele ehlelweni solo ikusile breakfast show lihlelo ngelasihlanu lomuhla. It is the 1st of November. Yaqala ngca ke analysis yebhola lesitawuba nayo kule nyanga le. Ndomuhla ke sina phathizwe umgadlela kaNdaba Msibi. Lo tawusi khanyisela nje kabantu ukuthi engabe vele nakulokwenteka ebholeni lesikubonako kusitshela kuthini. Sifuna kucala lapha ekhaya ke sibuke sihlangu semnikati. Le bathi labanye siku-form labanye ke bathi ngeke sithi form ngoba ngumdlalo omunye lo lesiwinile sitawufuna kuva ukuthi ngabe Dlodlena uyibuka kanjani leyo ndzaba leyo sitawufuna ke kubuka nema standings ayo iPremier League of Eswatini ukuthi engabe vele masibuka iSwallows sitachubeka yini ibambe lapha Royal Leopards iyayibangisa yini noma cha sitaseke siyewelela lapha eNgilandi sibuke iPremier League khona match day 10 of 38 some interesting fixtures lesiwabona kule mphela sonto nakhona Arsenal Manchester City ngabe iChelsea hona itawugcina ingeneleni top 3 Manchester United angiboni ukuthi sitawucoca ngayo sithi isikhathi sekucoca ema team ladliwa kangaka but nje sitasiyayibuka neLa Liga neBallon d'Or nakhona sibone ema results la interesting indeed quite debatable nabuka ku social media labanye bathi racism labanye bathi it's deserved we want to get into all of those conversations kadlela ndaba sikuvusele sikwamukele ehlelweni indzaba lenkulu lengifuna sicale ngayo indzaba yesihlangu semnikati ngabe nawubuka le form laba kuyo uyasho yona ukuthi vele iform noma uthi nje it's just winning one game
asivusele sifisa kuyimbukela ekhaya indzaba yesihlangu ngeke uyibite ngeform kumnyalo because umunye lo mdlalo sifisa but nje kuyajabulisa lokuthi bawinile away badlala khona eBotswana yes iZimbabwe nayo I think banenkinga lefana nathi in terms of ama facilities njalo ko badlala umdlalo wabo lekumele bawudlala ekhaya bawudlala la eBotswana kanike ekhaya nabo bathi balungisa Sabo Stadium emalungiselelo labo ke basibona next year probably stabe sesebenza staba one of the best in Africa basho kanjalo mabalungisa kepha ke sihlalile sakhona kuyina ngemagoli amathathu ecanseni yes the information was hard kuyithola khona eBotswana njalo ku wonke umfo asiwakhona so ngacabanga ukuthi everyone akade ukuthi initholakala kuphi but sadlala ngicabanga ukuthi for coach lomusha lokho utayimukela le win ukusebenzisa kule tournament usebenzisa abadlala ekhaya there's just a small twist lokwendekile kule game lena in no way sifisela zama ukuthi sithatha ngayo what Slangu did away iZimbabwe the reports ukuthi ibitema under 20 and 23 for these games
saw that
yes babitema under 23 so someone will say Slangu usuniswe ngiloko but then again as Slangu when responsible for ukuthi iZimbabwe beat abobani thina sitshela ukuthi kune tournament yama senior national teams sa selector our best team so kuthi bendeni ngale yes lo munye utathi we could have used them at 23 just to develop the players nami ngiyavumelana ngalokho I'm of that opinion as well as ukuthi this tournament kumele ukuthi ngabe sisebenzisa these young players laba dokhona thola le experience by 25 kube ukuthi ngikhani badlala proper football nyalo ulifana ukuthi our players play their proper football at age 28 29 30 31 it's already late lapho so compete nebantu bona leseba vele ba ahead now in terms of experience and all that so kuye kube likhona so this tournament Kosafa Chen should be used for these kind of games ukuthi udevelop labo bantwana ungabe sewuthatha your best team lo compete ngama AFCON qualifiers phinde uyisebenzise ngalana but at the same time it development is seed so you'll understand why the coach will use the one and the same faces because laba nabo 23 they are far off from labanye labangadlala nabo so complicated kunenge and the only way to address it ukuthi ukhone kufaka unaka yona le development ngendlela lokumele uyinake ngayo
sivile ukuthi ube sulanza nasikhali le some of the fans besolo ba complain was that a good move according to you yes I understand I also agree with you by the way and the many people labathi shangathi besingafaka labafana labancane but with this are you happy
I'm okay with it
just okay
I'm just okay sengithi ke kube uthi makambita sikhali wasubita a youngster
right
there is this boy odlala ku Sibet he's still a rough diamond see ngikhuluma ngokuthi he's still a rough diamond but he's 2021 lokumele ukuthi ngabe sodlala serious football but we're still calling him a youngster because good the development akakhona ukuhamba the stages lokumele ahambe bathi nguJoseph Kibonga udlala ku Sibet very good player very promising structure sakhe sihle kakhulu for umdlali if we can get right with him angahamba la vena very soon even before I feel 23 we can be able to export him if we can get it right with him. So you're playing against Zimbabwe, you're leading 3-0 first half time, because I think Washington going 3-0. Put in the boy, let him get the experience, let him get the exposure. So Kusikali, when he justified himself, Coach Magati akambitinga neSikhali for AFCON qualifiers, he said Sikhali is a top player. You cannot call Sikhali national team umhlalise benchini.
Yeah.
But mine kule game lebengiya kuyo against Mozambique, I wanted pace embili. Sikhali can't give you the same pace latakunika yona Justice Figueiredo. Hence he opted to play Justice Figueiredo. If yena beka to center Figueiredo as a striker, shothi Sikhali utawuhlala benchini, and Sikhali doesn't deserve ukuhlala benchini kule quality langiyo. Hence amshile. Sekuthi kule game plan yakhe didn't fit in kahle kule game plan lebayilungiselele for Mozambique. But for Zimbabwe, because he's coming in with a different approach, Sikhali is welcomed, and if you call Sikhali, Sikhali will start.
So I suppose, Fatizwe, what I'm picking up from you, yes, Ogakusho ngembaba, kuthi Stravco, nelicembu lakhe, sitawubaniketa proper credit in terms of kuthi sebawina, sebakuform, nasebashaya boza kwabo.
Well, for starters, I'd be overexcited if we are able to qualify for CHAN.
Yeah, but if we win against not Bafana Bangane?
No, right now, so I don't care who we win against.
That's a good measure of, our form.
We've never qualified for anything. So anything, it's actually winning and qualifying. Nigga full credit, I can even put up a poster in cleaning coach was qualified because it's qualified for anything. Because right now, if we avoid defeat against a triple defeat, more than triple defeat against Zimbabwe, we're going to play Madagascar.
And they're not bringing youngsters, I'm sure.
No, they're not. And Madagascar over the years by improving our code. So if we win against Madagascar, we are going to CHAN.
That is the test. I think that will be the ultimate test. And I think umdlawo nawo lo technical and fokoto lo longangeni ngayo nokuqala kuhlala kuna studio naso ngoba ngibona ukuthi kude le fokoto le.
See how Sfiso we haven't progressed over the years.
Yeah.
There was a time lapho khona besingafasafuni ukudlala neMadagascar. Because we knew ukuthi masidlala neMadagascar siyowina. Access benefits zawo. Siyawina at the time. Nyalo Madagascar ibe ku AFCON. They are becoming one of the most serious countries in football, la Africa. So kukutshela kona ukuthi sikashana kangakanani how much we're not doing things right. If Madagascar nyalo, if sitotsi masune Madagascar sithi hey seshaye bantu kanti cala beshaye Madagascar besiba expected to win against Madagascar. So team for yashinja participants so lashinja simenza wonke. So I'm saying to you Nyalo Sfiso, if we win against Madagascar and actually qualify for CHAN, it will be big.
Yeah. And Patizwe, I do want to agree with you and Zabeni, my youngsters, because we even have great examples. I mean, Nasngati just buanya lok Ballon d'Or, Lamine Yamal, at the age of 17 and 109 days, win a prestigious award which Jude Bellingham won in 2023. These are players who are playing world-class football at the ages 17, 18.
The difference is, you can go to the internet nyalo.
Yeah.
If you search Yamal, they'll show you videos at proper setup, under 13, anga past 13, very small boy. So organized
professional football, yeah.
You can call it that
organized,
at that level, yeah. Proper organized football. Lo muntu usuka esikolweni ahamba udlala ibhola, akayiyodlala silungise lokho akayiyodlala. Uyofundzela ibhola, uyoyifundzela ibhola. I always say Eswatini as Africans, as abantu abamnyama, anywhere in the world, technically,
yeah.
Ngebhola talent-wise, we are more talented kwendlula labamhlophe.
Yeah.
But abantu abamhlophe bayifunza. Bafike bese babonakala ngasibangcono kunathi. But technically we're good. Ngakhuluma na president wakaswimming. Ngimbuta ukuthi yini lo mehluko kangaka. Wangibekisela ukuthi in America, if they see ukuthi you are tall,
yeah,
you got the physique, also ungafika ungakhona kuyoswima, ungakhona kuyodlala basketball. Even if they'll take you and teach you. Uyifunze. Uyad. Mawunel talenta extra credit for you. But uyayifunza lento babona ukuthi okay ungalunga kuloko asimfunzisa. So nalabantu ebholeni labantwana babacala basebancane babafunza, and at that time someone said Barcelona mabasaqala ku-tension ama-position bakubuka while nisadlala ukuthi okay wena you're good kule position leni, then they give you a mana cause info leti takwenda ukuthi ube ngcono kuleyo position. We are far from that, but we can do something about it. We can do something like tawenda ukuthi kusibeke at least halfway. We have talent, kunabo thubelihle, very talented players, but we can't export them. Nyalo batafika ku 25 solo bahlela kangwane kuthi like tasita khona.
We are putting so much investment on Sihlangu Semnikati, Patizo, and I think, taking a leaf from...
We're not.
No.
We're not investing anything.
Can I make my case?
Make your case.
And then you can debate it. From a business perspective, mangibukela tindzaba tayitolo, ngiyabona indvuna etemidlalo, ibiya ku 10 million. Uluziwe from playing away games. Let's host as home games. To me, from a business mind, that's an investment that doesn't bring returns.
Okay.
I'm not happy with that. Why can't we take this money? Start lama grassroots. Noma ke ike email ebhola. Kwakhiwe le stadium ngalabo 10 million laba pheka angathi bayamoshwa. Laba pheka kusetshenziswa.
But that's a true definition of it.
So I feel like it's not a good investment. Right now.
True, it's not. We at this point, I can even welcome a sanction suspended by
it's a lot of
by
money.
CAF and FIFA. It's unfortunate to see we have 23 countries la affiliates aga CAF let them facilities are la in the continent.
Imagine that.
So makangati I was reading last week or so. CAF beka announce ukuthi utawuthatha from le mali grant la iniketa mavi beka baniketa 4 million ngeminyaka nyalo so tabaniketa 7 million. And I'm thinking kube CAF le mali leyo akabaniketi utayithatha I invest kulama project at okay ma hotel ground when imali yakho ngesikunike we can even say kulo the next 5 years but uthola imali engaka le mali leyo sitayithatha once see invest to construction of a stadium or whatever you need. But say my countries like South Africa, Morocco or the Arab countries are right they don't need that. Give them their money. But either way, you can even divert the funds or because those countries they can afford to fly their countries on chartered planes. Straight and actually improve the infrastructure. Balotelli once made a case could Africans if they can go back to play in Africa, but to right. But to Africa because we do not have the facilities.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot. A combination of our national team we are disadvantaged sitema development structures but nyalo sesingetela kunye because sesitekele comfort lesitayele sesitena artificial turf lesitayele yasomhlolo le lamanye amave labadlala kubo Europe abakayitayele but awufike ba struggle kubo we sa frustrate Nigeria at some point sidlala lapha kasomhlolo yabona those things so matter.
It's frustrating and it's concerning indeed. So much money is being lost. We are going to be entering match day 7 very, very soon in our Premier League of Eswatini. And Swallows, Royal Leopards, Rangers, Young Buffaloes and Green Mamba occupying the top 5 spots right now. I do want to hear from you, Patizo. Just, by judging from how the teams have been playing so far, do you think Royal Leopards is a really, really good contender for Swallows?
I might sound a bit controversial. It's so sad to see we're looking at this table right now. A lot can still happen. In the sense you could see, we can even say Stalela pass because of the
even
court case.
Highlanders can still win.
Because of the court case, that's why Stalela pass. But talking about this right now, as things stand, ngokuthi kulokulesina kunyalo etafuleni ma decision leswatiko la chubekako kuthi Royal Leopards babane Swallows Green Mamba Young Buffaloes they are in the top 4 and Rangers anything can happen. It's still too early. Swallows iqale kahle and you're thinking they'll go all the way solo bachubeka. They have a history of finishing a season I think twice bangakase badliwa so mababuka baqala kahle kaso bongaba nayo le hope but for them but it's a tapheka mnanzi i-position abakuyo. Yes, they lost against Monene Pirates their last game which was a good thing for Monene Pirates and their coach wayo enini beka coach yona iBabana Swallows so he had a point to prove with Babana Swallows but nje for the first round I'll sum it up like that. For the first round I do expect to see the top 3 like top 4 level akhona lapha and maybe put in Singizini right there, put in Monene Pirates right there. Then Bavani Highlanders is so I think yesterday at around 2-3 in Bavani Highlanders been a meeting. Lapho khona ikhuluma tindzaba tayo their director ukhona in the country to address ukuthi that position the last time bahleli lapha bagcina ba-relegatiwe, so I think it should raise fears ku Bavani Highlanders supporters ukuthi hayi nani sesibile kule position le ake yasibeka kabi, so there's still a lot that can happen kule lokhu lesiyibonako leya, and it might get better for other teams it will get worse.
Cishe ngena kuma-fixtures, but I think sitawungena kuwo kahle ngeMsombuluko, but the Highlanders lokhuluma ngayo itawudlala ne-Young Buffaloes on Wednesday, so I don't think it's looking good right now for bangabambe ba-meeting noma langanani. If they keep playing like this, I don't think
they're not even training.
Oh my goodness.
They're not even training. And funny thing is, I was talking to officially Young Buffaloes the other day, every time Highland do dlala, well, not every time, like last season, when you dlala Highland, even isuke netinkinga. I think Baba Shaya 5 goals on both fixtures last season.
Yeah.
On both occasions, Highland abecala kujima uvuthi iqale on a Wednesday or so. On a Wednesday bahambe uvuthi abajima kahle bahambe bashana nyalo. I think it's the same case. Badlala Wednesday mabasuka ku Buffaloes. They are going to the derby. They'll be playing Baba Swallows. Tight fixtures, and when indlu yakho ayikho clean, it's going to be very difficult for them.
But let's cross the oceans. Round of 16, Carabao Cup. We've seen some interesting results. I think the latest has been the Wednesday results.
Yeah.
What are your sentiments? Liverpool winning and Arsenal winning, United winning. It's not a usual conversation these days.
It's Carabao. I wasn't surprised by the results. Manchester United. You know why? Leicester City, they might be a Premier League team, right?
Yes.
But the squad they played yesterday,
Zimbabwe,
but only 2 players that played the last Premier League games.
Sheesh.
And ask me Manchester United, same squad that played in the Premier League, in the last Premier League game.
Last weekend.
Yeah. Their core team, their best team.
Yeah.
They used their best team. So they were supposed to win. And so for them, they should be worried because they considered 2 goals. Yes, Leicester City win the changes during the game. But there were games across the country, England yesterday. Games, interesting results. Tottenham beating Manchester City. But at the same time, so you're looking at it, could see some of the big teams. And I said some of the big teams.
I hope you're not counting Manchester United there.
Well, they are a big team, Manchester United. They might be in a I want to say a slump, but a slump is just a small thing. But small teams, Chelsea, Basel, Preston, so
yeah.
I would say the next round of the games will be very much interesting.
The quarterfinals, that is, and
the fixture is already out this week. So Tottenham, Manchester, Arsenal, Crystal. You see how interesting these games are.
And these are the quarterfinals, by the way.
Yeah.
December 17th is when they're going to be played, just 2 days before my birthday. But that's not the conversation now. What is your prediction? What is your prediction, Gadela? Who walks away with everything?
It all depends who gets out of the last 8. But Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United.
Please, Patizo, can we be factual?
Yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal, correct.
Yeah.
Can we end it there? Is that fair?
I was talking about the last 4.
United,
Arsenal, Liverpool.
Okay, wait.
Brentford.
Okay, let's be factual for a second here. United won, right, against Leicester.
Yeah.
And you did say that Leicester was that second unit of the bench, right? Tottenham Hotspur, Ishayan.
Manchester City.
But yet you are putting Manchester United the remaining 4 against the Tottenham.
Manchester City 70 same squad as Leicester, like second string. So it doesn't show the powers
so
of
if we were to range the B squad for City and Leicester, which one tips the scale?
You'll want to say Manchester City.
Thank you. So I really failed to arrive at your conclusion of Manchester United making the top 4.
Let me tell you guys, Manchester United not so long ago they won this tournament. 2 seasons ago, is that what you talk about? Yeah, they won.
2 seasons ago, Manchester United. So, in fact, thank you for bringing that up, because when was the last time Manchester United wasn't on a slump?
The thing
Okay,
is...
thank you. The reason why you're hesitating tells us a lot.
I'm not even hesitating.
Let's talk about the Ballon d'Or.
Besides Manchester City, Manchester United has won more trophies in the past 2 seasons than anyone else.
What trophies are we talking about here?
FA Cup. Everyone is competing for FA Cup. Carabao Cup. So the point is, so you play for trophies.
You talk about everyone.
No, but you're playing for trophies. If you want to win trophies, what are you doing?
But we all know which trophies matter the most.
But Lalamanya,
we know which ones matter the most. That's why if we are going to rank them.
So, guess everyone is a failure then, except for Manchester City.
We're talking about competing on a high level here.
But competing and winning
for the important trophies.
So, I mean, I can ask you, Nyalo, from the top of your head, who was second best in 2021 in English Premier League? You can't remember because you don't care about being number 2. All you care about is being number 1. If you do not have the trophy, you do not matter. That's the point I'm trying to drive.
Wasn't it Liverpool, bro?
You're not even sure.
It was Liverpool.
No, you're not even sure.
It was Liverpool.
And thanks for the producer
Klopp at the time was doing amazing.
And I'm sure the producer just came from Google because I know how much our producer likes.
Which producer? Which producer?
Bro, come on.
But Manchester United just sacked Eric Ten Hag. They have Ruud van Nistelrooy right now as the interim coach. Do you think he's going to do great? I know right now he's like a Strafko, enjoying this win against a weak team.
Okay, so first of all, I think Eric Ten Hag deserved the sack.
Yep, he did.
He did.
I think he's the only one that doesn't agree in the way.
And a few, yeah.
And his family.
But the point is that the reason I'm saying he deserved it, I think he failed to manage the players. If you're talking of Manchester United, the attention from media in cool. So you have to work extra hard to maintain a dressing room. He failed with Ronaldo. He failed with Bo Sancho. The way he treated them. So he deserved the Luxembourg coach because he couldn't back it up with results. Yes, he won the trophies, but the league, as we see what matters the most.
Thank you for shooting your own foot. Let's move on.
Yes, but
he deserved to be sacked after winning so many trophies you were clapping hands for.
Because the performance wasn't convincing.
But what is not convincing about winning trophies?
Performance. It was frustrating watching the team. Have you watched Manchester City?
Have you watched
Liverpool winning trophies? They were exciting.
But he won trophies, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's not a failure.
For me, I think the biggest thing they coaching the management here, but back, he didn't deal with the players very well. It's not big. If I can put it like that.
Is he the first coach ever to win so many trophies, according to Partiza, and still be sacked, and deservedly so?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Manchester United fired Mourinho winning Europe.
So it's a Manchester United thing.
Manchester United fired Van Gaal.
It's a Manchester United thing. It's a Manchester United thing to not win the important trophies.
The thing is, the reason why Baba Coach would say
they can't win the important trophies.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's move on to Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or, we saw some interesting winners there. But let's get into the controversial topic. The official Ballon d'Or winner, this guy right here. Did he deserve it over Vinicius?
No, he did not.
Okay, why?
What did he do?
He won trophies.
Yeah, Carvalho won more trophies. What's your point? What did he do? What did he actually do?
Euros, Premier League?
Space. This guy is not even in the top 11 for the best players in England.
Okay.
He was not in that squad. He was not in Europe, in UEFA Champions League. He was not even in that squad.
Who's Manchester City's best player when they won the league?
Was it Foden? Yeah.
Okay.
It was Foden. He's not even in the top 11, not even Manchester City. Top 11 in England.
In the Premier League?
He's not there.
Okay.
He's not in Champions League.
Right.
In the Champions League football. He's not in the top 11. You understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Okay.
The trophies he won, part of the furniture.
Okay.
Contributed, yes, you'd say Umkoga because he's in the
Vinicius was the deserving winner?
Honestly, I believe so. Manchester City,
I believe so too.
You're saying Manchester City, he would kneel because of fear. Manchester City, he's not there. Are they not winning? Are they not winning? Is Manchester City struggling without him? So I don't understand that point.
They're scoring last-minute goals.
they are winning, Sfiso. Manchester City, they win the league, their first trophy last minute. So it's not something that cut out. So you can't put it as an excuse, but we nagal. The point is they are winning.
Okay.
So,
okay.
honestly, Sfiso, tell me something he did that no one else did.
Yeah. Let's talk about the EPL fixtures. Match day 10 this weekend. Interesting fixtures that I'm looking at here. Which would you say is the biggest game? But most importantly, I think maybe let's start with the game that we are broadcasting as Eswatini TV.
I will be bringing in Liverpool versus Brighton Exas versus Lapokona.
Good games back to back.
Yeah, they're playing back to back, and you expect Liverpool to win. They're playing at home. They won away yesterday. Confidence is high. So you'll expect to see but the winner in that game. Ikalanga build up corner. This time around, this so my fixtures take has change. Normally, we kalanga 4 in say England. Our build up will start at 3, but this time around, it's kalanga 4 as the games near us. They have moved to kick off time 5. So time changes. Lapho umbukelo uta notice ukuthi singena a bit later. From tomorrow, but they are beautiful games. In Newcastle, ngoba inconsistent kwabo. Otherwise, potentially it's a big game. But say in Newcastle, so you can really call it that much big, and you expect Arsenal to win. City Bournemouth, interesting game. Bournemouth can score, City can concede. There's a lot going on, but at least City can win. There are a few games, so and on Sunday, Spurs and Aston Villa, a good game. Manchester United and Chelsea, a good game. So
game
because
of the weekend so far? No?
You can say.
Yeah, I believe
you can
so.
say that the two teams are big teams, Sfiso. And you know what's interesting about Manchester United?
I disagree with that statement, but yeah.
They are. You know what's interesting about Manchester United, Sfiso? When they have a new coach.
14.
No, when they have a new coach. I remember Ole when he took over. What happened? 19 games without defeat.
Right.
Up until Bam offered contracts for Karapot.
So you think
Ruud van Nistelrooy will be his first game go Premier League? Because it was Carabao Cup, go Premier League, it will be his first game. He'll want to win that game, and it's possible playing Chelsea. So
is Manchester United fit enough to beat a number 5 team at position 14, having played 9 games and lost so many games?
This is just a bad spell, so don't just think it's Manchester United.
You sound like a United fan. Are you a United fan?
I am a United fan.
Oh.
And it's so in that bad spell.
No. You've put everything into perspective.
No, I mean, it's good enough. Like, to be serious, you can't then be worried because Manchester United might be
bad spell
because
they're here.
No. What are we talking about? 2 seasons ago, we were playing Champions League football.
I'm playing.
What
I'm not. So there's participating and there's competing.
I told you earlier.
There's participating and then there's competing.
I told you earlier, but see, you can't even remember number 2. If you're gonna talk about trophies,
I can't even remember number 2. Okay. Let me agree with you. I can't even remember number 2.
Yeah.
When was the last time Manchester United was number 2?
It was 2020.
See,
we were second to Manchester City not too long ago.
Who won the Carabao Cup last year?
I don't know, because it wasn't us.
Because it's a small trophy, right?
It is small.
But you do remember who won the Premier League and who won the Champions League.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
You even remember who won the Premier League of Eswatini.
Man, it's a small what?
Even cup.
Yeah, it's a cup. It counts in the collection.
But you don't remember who won it last year?
Because it wasn't my
But
team.
You remember who won the Premier League of Eswatini last year?
Yeah.
Who won?
Because I follow it like it's closer to home.
It is so unimportant. You even remember the PLE over it.
PLE, but it's closer to home. PLE, I work PLE, bro. I should know about PLE.
Okay, good enough.
I should know about PLE.
Who won the PLS last year?
Sometimes because they have been dominating for the past 7 years. So
when was the last time United dominated? See, my thing is, I mean, United.
I totally agree with you.
Manchester
United had been bad, like bad.
I totally agree with you when you're honest.
But the thing is, you can't put Arsenal above Manchester United.
In terms of what?
Trophies and anything else.
But that's not our conversation here. We're talking
trophies.
No. We're talking form in recent time.
Their form, what has that form given them?
Okay,
what have they done with their form?
Okay. Man City has less trophies than United.
Overall, but in recent form.
Weren't you talking overall with Arsenal and United?
No, I'm talking about the few years we're talking about. Because in the last 3-4 years, who has more trophies between the two?
Which trophies are you talking about?
Any trophy. if you're talking of anything.
Okay, so if you were to buy a team, and you are buying according which team looks better, which one makes financial sense to you, United or Arsenal?
I'm buying a team that can win trophies. Not that can win potential.
That's a bad business decision. I'm really sorry.
So Manchester United is making more returns than Arsenal.
Patrice MCV is our local and in-house sports journalist and analyst. He was here helping us analyze some of the upcoming fixtures and what we have seen pertain over the past couple of days. Thank you for staying with us on our sports segment. Let's go for a net break.
The day you take Christ into your life, you begin to walk in a blessing.
Emaswati Master ushiya simakazi sibukela abanye bonkulunkulu uNkulunkulu utawukhwesha kithi emaswati singamlahli uNkulunkulu
sitomdumisa sisho sithi uyigcwele somali
mase ubutholile lobungcwele hlala ungilongcwele
ningesabi nimaswati this is our season nguye idolo nguye namhla nguye nakusasa
Luhlelo luthi siyakudumisa Mxolisi Mavembe luyakubingelela ngikwemukele kulolu hlelo egameni lenkosi yethu leNjesu Kristu lomhla ke hlelweni sibe sidla lona livi la uNkulunkulu sikhuluma ngabantu ngokuthi wena ungumzalwane kunedikhiya demazulu letsetandleni takho longavula noma beyini lesempi kwakho kanti ke sibe silapha kumehlo abovu lapho khona sathola khona libandla le Church of God of Prophets in Africa sithole nomfundisi Shabango asipha lona livi la uNkulunkulu ngethemba usitawubuseka usenathi ehlelweni lethi siyakuthumisa